Hello everyone, welcome back to Daybreak. I'm your host, Nicholas Sadowski. We have a fantastic show, 2 amazing guests, and a great game, so let's get started. My first guest here today, we've had her actually on in the past, but I didn't like the way I did the interview, and I wanted to have her on in the studio because she was just energetic and everything, and I thought it'd be good. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time viewed live on Daybreak, please welcome Bayleigh Rabuffo.
Hi.
Hello. So, as I said, we had you on, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I needed actually a second guest for this episode, and I liked your energy, and so I wanted to have you on in the studio.
Thank you.
And I was not happy with the way I asked my questions. I woke up a half an hour before, and I was just like dead inside. So
Yeah.
it's probably doing at 11 a.m. Like you wake up and you're just like, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I have to film a show. But to the point of this interview, we've had a number of guests on discuss theater and singing and all that stuff and acting. Now, what aspect of the theater and of all that are you most interested in?
I really like, specifically at the high school, like the people who do it. They seem very welcoming and nice to be around. And also, I just like, I don't know, I feel like it's like acting is kind of fun. It's a very like, it's like you get to play another character and you don't have to like be yourself, so.
You just escape for a little bit.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that actually, that the people there are nice. When I had I'm going to have Sarah Lacey on tomorrow, I think, morning. But I had Natalie Lacey on earlier, and she said the same thing. Like the people make the experience.
Yeah.
If you had bad people, the experience is going to be bad. And so, the high school recently put on a movie. Because of COVID, we couldn't do a play, so we just did a movie instead. And you were in that. So, what was your experience with that?
That was my first time doing anything like related to acting whatsoever. So I heard that it's very different from a live show, but that's all I know is that movie. It was definitely weird having a camera like right in your face and like a microphone like hanging like above you. And also like with COVID and everything, having to be like sitting so far away from someone in a conversation was like slightly awkward.
Yeah.
But
the thing that was hard, because when I do this, we're not filming these separately. Like we're in the room together. We're doing this at one time. We have an audience, and guests and everything. And this is what I'm used to. But what I wasn't prepared for was like filming my lines while someone is off camera saying their lines, and then doing it again to get their lines with like different angles and everything was very awkward. And you said that, and it is a very different experience doing something live. Are you particularly excited to do something live, or were you more comfortable doing it behind the camera with no audience?
I'm definitely more excited to do like a live show because I haven't really met most of the people that do the theater. Like I haven't met a lot of them. I've only met Ashley, the girl I did the scene with. Mm-hmm. So it'll be fun to get to like meet a bunch of new people and get to act with them and perform.
Now, when I in my old school, I performed like every month at the beginning of an assembly. I did little musical entrances for people. I did Careless Whisper on one of them, and having like an entire school of like middle schoolers walking into an auditorium like, it's the greatest thing ever. Just see the humanity. But it's definitely nerve-wracking to perform live before you know the crowd's on your side. Are you particularly nervous about the crowd, or are you used to sort of like crowds and you're able to not have stage fright?
I did dance for 11 years, so I did like every year did a recital, which is you would perform like a few choreographed dances like in front of a big crowd. So I'm kind of used to that aspect of it, because like when you're on stage, you can't really see any faces because of the lights. But it's also, if you mess up, you can't really do a redo. Like with the film, you could, if I messed up, we could just cut it out and start over, whereas when it's live, you can't really fix the mistake.
Yeah. But the good thing about doing it live, so something that I've figured out though, that if you're doing it recording, you'll be thinking of your mistake while you're redoing it over and over and over again, whereas if you're doing it live, you just got to get rid of it. And so then you stop thinking about it and then you just move on. When I perform, live music. I fixed it, but I had a tendency to, when I messed up, stop playing, get mad at myself for 2 seconds, and then continue playing.
Yeah.
But you can't do that on stage. And have you ever like made a mistake but had to just like move on, like in dance, for example, like made a mistake but had to just carry on?
It happened in dance like all the time, and you also have to like smile and pretend like absolutely nothing happened.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. When we were filming me and Ashley's scene for the movie, I did mess up, and I like genuinely blanked on a line, like could not remember. And normally that didn't happen because I would, once you kind of know the lines, it just kind of flows.
Right.
But I just completely blanked. It was probably just nerves, and they had to feed me a line because I had no clue. Like I just kind of got nervous and.
Yeah. How long did it take you to learn your lines?
I got my script right before, I think it was February break.
Mm-hmm.
And so for like pretty much every day February break for like an hour, I started off with the script and would like say it in the mirror. Because again, like I had no idea how to do any of this. Like I was so inexperienced. I just kind of like went for it. And so I would practice doing the whole scene like in the mirror. And then I just kind of got like, once I did it over and over again, it kind of just like stuck in my brain till eventually I didn't need the script. That's pretty much it. And then I practiced with my mom a little bit. That was funny. It's hard to do it with my mom because we would just laugh because she's just funny.
Yeah, I didn't love my script, so I practiced once with a friend of mine, and we tried to run. Who's there? We tried to run it, and we were laughing the whole time. But the last line I hate immensely, and there's like a setup for it. The last line is like, make sure to clean your pretty. Now, the line standing by itself is really creepy, and I hate it. Now, there's context to back it up, but when I got to that line, every single time I did it, I just like was just like ugh, every single time. But it was an interesting experience to do a movie. Now, do you know what the production will be next year for the school? Are you aware of what that is yet, or do you not know?
Mm-mm.
Are you taking any acting classes?
Yeah, I'm doing the acting ensemble class, and then maybe I'll do the after-school program. I haven't decided yet.
Now, do you know what that kind of class would consist of?
Yeah, I talked to a former student who did the class, and it's just, for like the first month, they said that it was just getting to know everyone, playing games, stuff like that, learning like the basics, and then working on like monologues and scenes with other people. And then I think twice a year, I think once like halfway through and then once at the end of the year, you would perform in front of all the parents. Oh. And that's very nerve-wracking because like my parents, I think only my mom has seen the film. None of like my family members have seen it. I didn't really like talk about it because I don't know. I don't like watching it myself. Like I would hate having other people watch it. So. Well,
my chin probably took up most of it. It was annoying. And it wasn't his fault. It's just like the camera got from like here to there. So like you could see my mouth moving and like look at my chin, but you couldn't see like my expressions for like half of it. And I'm watching it and I'm like dying laughing, but I was like dying inside. I'm like, oh, this is funny.
Like in the moment, it's like you're like shriveling down, but then like after it's funny.
I was literally in my seat like this. I'm like, oh my God.
I think you were sitting behind me when we were like watching it. And I just remember like everyone laughing, like everyone you were with.
Yeah, all my friends were very supportive of me. She was, but no one else was. Everyone was just like laughing at me. It was fun. That's what friends are for, aren't they?
Exactly. They humble you.
Yeah. Or just make fun of you because they find it funny. None of my friends are watching this, so besides that one, but she's the good one, so. Anyways, I hope they don't see this. I'm joking if they are seeing this. But anyways, with acting, I always find it difficult with the lights. I had, again, Natalie, and she was saying that having the lights block out the audience was a massive help. So you did dancing. Were there, and I don't think that they would have been lights that would have blocked out an audience.
Yeah, no, I didn't. You can't really see like the faces of the audience. Like the lights were very bright. Like,
right. Yeah.
On the stage.
Would you like prefer to see the faces of the people you're performing to, or would you rather have it be dark?
I'd rather have it be dark, because it almost feels like you're in like a different world almost, and you're not like on a stage like with people watching you.
Right. Yeah. I get why they do it, because they want you to not think of the audience. You want to think of doing the play. But I also like to see who I'm performing to. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but like it helps. It's more calming to me to know that I'm who I'm performing to than to not know.
Yeah.
Now, I used to perform in the pit area, so I was looking up at people, whereas on the stage, sort of looking like down to like at head height. And you can actually see the front row of people when you're performing. Mm-hmm. And when we did the movie, Mr. Lacey, who's the director there, was saying that when you are doing a movie, you don't have to project. Like right now, we're not projecting because we got mics and we got cameras and everything to pick us up. But when you're doing a live show, you have to throw your voice to the back of the room. Do you think that's something that you're going to have to get used to, or?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be I feel like it's going to be a problem area for me, because I have a very quiet voice, and I like always feel like I'm yelling, even though sometimes most people can't even hear my voice. It's just like weird. So I feel like projecting my voice all the way to the back of the room and like not yell and have my voice like fluctuate depending on the sentence, stuff like that, I feel like it's going to be a challenge. But I think that's what they work on in the acting ensemble class as well. One of the things.
Yeah, I talk loudly, as I realize, but I don't know. I feel like if you were to project, you lose like the conversational aspect of what you're saying. I never understood that, because like if you're talking, like I'm not gonna, if I'm talking about, I don't know, whatever the play would be about. Let's say it's about, I don't know, someone playing the piano. You'd be like describing how to play the piano to someone. You're not going to be yelling at them how to play the piano, but you have to do that to project. And so I'm just wondering how much authenticity you would lose doing that.
Yeah.
But is there anything that you think that, besides projecting, and thing that you think that you would have to work on to do a play? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely like every aspect, because I'm so new to it. I feel like there's a lot of work, and that's why I'm taking the acting class in school to like get better, because I want to work on it. But yeah, I would definitely say there's a lot that I like still need to learn and still need to work on and get used to and stuff like that.
Well, one thing you're gonna have to get used to is that these vignettes for like 4 minutes to 8 minutes, these plays are like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
A lot of lines.
A lot of lines. So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
Now, have you ever been interested in doing a musical, or have you only been interested in doing a play?
I'd probably just be interested in doing a play. I don't know, musicals, I like watching them. They're so fun to watch, but I personally cannot sing, and like dancing is also something I'm not really into anymore.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I guess it depends on like what kind of dancing, but like, I don't know. I feel like singing's definitely not up my alley, so if they do end up doing a musical, like I heard they're going to do Grease at some point.
Oh.
So if they do end up doing that, I might just be like behind the scenes stage crew. Might have to sit that one out.
Now, we were discussing when you walked in here, actually, that you played volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
So complete change of subject.
Like 180.
Yeah, just like out of nowhere. I am terrified of volleyball. Not that like I am terrified of playing it, I'm terrified of injuring myself.
Yeah.
And you told me that you injured yourself playing, you broke your finger?
Yeah, I broke like a couple fingers in middle school. It was like a small injury. It wasn't anything like huge, but.
Like you, I don't know. How are you supposed to hit them? Like you serve like that, right?
No,
you serve like this.
Yeah, you serve like overhand.
There
have been girls that serve underhand. Like I had, this past season, one girl did like she had this whole routine, and she was facing the wall, spun around, and then like wound her arm up. Like imagine a girl like swinging her arm and then hit it underhand.
So like you spun around, like did this, and then poof.
Yeah, it was funny. Like we were like no one could even play after that because we were all just laughing. But
I guess she won.
Yeah.
That is one way to win.
Yeah,
just
that's one
distract
tactic,
everyone
yeah.
until they just. Huh.
It was odd.
I'm surprised you could be accurate during doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it made it over, but it was fun to watch.
How are you supposed to return?
You kind of like put your hand like that, and put your hand like that, and then like it's supposed to look like that.
Oh, no
So
wonder
yeah.
I'm injuring myself. I'm doing this.
Yeah. I mean, some people hit it like that, but it does hurt your thumb.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
like I hit the thing like off, and I have to like get back into it. I have to like shake off my hands before I can.
I'm a hitter, so I'm not really back row.
Oh right, there's also
There's like a bunch of different like
positions.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to know how to pass as a
Right.
hitter, but it's more because I'm taller, it's much easier to hit. Whereas like if you're shorter, it would be harder. I guess you'd have to jump like really high in order to get the ball over.
You still play volleyball?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you like go to like a club and do it or?
I used to before COVID. I did both high school and club, but the problem is like volleyball is such a small sport, especially around here, that the clubs tend to be a little bit unorganized and distraught. I guess that's a good way to put it. But yeah, I would definitely play club again. Definitely try a different club than the one I did before.
Well, it's been amazing having you on. You're making me want to do volleyball again. Just actually this time.
There is a boy that plays on the team. There's one boy.
How do you? So just before we go, how do I do it again? Like how do I? Yeah.
This hand, and then like kind of like line up your thumbs so they're like that, and then stick out so it's like a flat surface between your forearms, and then just like you pass like that. Yeah, that's it.
Huh.
But like keep your arm straight.
Oh.
Yeah, like a flat surface.
Good to know. Now I know. Well, thank you for the insight, and thank you for the interview. Is fantastic. And anytime you'd love to come back on, please let me know. But it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. So that was my interview with Bayleigh Rabuffo. Fantastic guest. I'm gonna have to learn how to do volleyball again. Oh, I forgot it. I'll learn it eventually. I got it. I figured it out. I did it. She's giving me the thumbs up. Perfect. So I learned a lot. Hopefully you guys can figure it out yourselves too. We're going to move on to my second guest today with also our game that I have only done once before. I'm very excited to do it. There's a little bit of a funny thing at the end that people my age won't get, but older people will hopefully get. I tested it with my parents and they thought it was funny, so if you don't laugh, then you're not funny. So, but we're going to move on to my second guest here today. I've had her on twice in the past, one in season 2 and one in season 5 in the finale episode. And we're going to have her back on again. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to Daybreak, Faith Gagnon.
Hello.
Hello. So, directly, literally, before you came here, you were at the South Shore Conservatory.
I was.
Now, could you explain what you were doing there?
Yeah, I'm doing a 2-week band camp there where you basically practice, I think there's like 4 or 5 pieces for 2 weeks straight. And then at the end, which will be tomorrow, you put on a performance.
Which I am watching. Now, what kind of music is this focused around?
They have like different programs for like different type of music, but this is like just big band music. There's like some classic pieces, and then we have one piece that's never been performed before, so we'll be the first people to perform it. We actually just met the composer today, which was really cool.
All right.
And we met the composer of a different piece yesterday.
I was gonna say.
There's 2 pieces that one has been only performed once, and then one has never been performed before.
And did the conductor? Oh my God! Did the conductor go to the conservatory to be with you in person, or?
So one of them we met over Zoom, and then the other composer we met in person today, which was really cool. And she could make comments and like have us play things over and tell us the way she intended it to be.
Oh, nice. So we've talked about the different instruments you play, and the first time you came on, you were talking about how you played the trombone, trumpet, baritone. You were learning guitar. So what instrument are you playing at this ensemble?
I'm playing the baritone, so it's like a small tuba for, I don't know.
And the technical name is euphonium.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're going to be fancy like that.
I'm wearing a suit. I have to be fancy.
Oh,
I don't have my glasses. I can't say glasses words. Dang it. I left them at home. But I've always been confused with instruments that have mouthpieces, and I tried and failed. to play the trumpet.
You made a noise.
I
so
made
that's not failing.
Well, okay. I didn't fail. I just did really, 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 really bad.
That's fair.
Oh, come on. That's not fair. I'm the only one who can say bad things about me. You have to be nice. Now, how, to those who have never played an instrument that has a mouthpiece, like everyone else in actually no, you play a reed, but everyone else in this room, and you play a reed too. What is required to make a sound on an instrument like a baritone or a trumpet?
Well, a lot of air, and then you buzz into the mouthpiece. So like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, if you put enough air to get it through your like mouth and then like hold your lips tight together, they should buzz, and then that's how you make the noise. And then how tight your lips are, or how high you go.
And what's always confused me with the trumpet is that it has three, or same thing with the, well, there's a four-thing baritone, but how do you go up the scales if there's only 3 valves?
So you can play like at least 5 notes without touching any of the valves. So like depending on like the speed of your air. So like you can play like a B flat, an F, the B flat above that, and like 3 more notes above that. And so like different like fingerings for the valves like make multiple different pitches.
How long have you, when did you start getting into this type of music?
In 4th grade is when I started playing the trumpet, and then in 7th grade I started playing the baritone, and then when I went to high school I started playing trombone.
Now, before I met you, I had literally never heard of the baritone.
Most people haven't.
Yeah, so what about that instrument, like there's like the saxophone, the trumpet, like there's a lot, like name two, the clarinet, like there's a lot of different instruments that are more popular. What made you drawn to the euphonium?
The real answer is my band director wanted me to play it, but euphonium has some really cool band parts. Like once you get into high school, and like in middle school not really, but once you get into high school there's just these beautiful parts for euphonium, and I don't know, it's just something that like you can never do on trumpet. Like you realize how many like amazing like solos and like just moving lines were written just for euphonium, because it has such a different tone. It has like a warmer tone than trumpet, but it can still reach that like higher range. So it's like very versatile.
Ooh, fancy word. What's the range of a euphonium?
If you have a 4-valve euphonium, it can go like 4 octaves. Yeah, 4 octaves. I had to think about that.
Which are groupings of 8 notes.
Yeah.
And so what's the difference? So you said it was a miniature version of a tuba. What's the difference between a euphonium and a tuba?
A euphonium is smaller, and then it's just like, it doesn't look like it, but it's shaped differently. So like the tuba is, there's also different types of tubas. Like tubas come in like a million different sizes, but like the tuba's like shaped differently, and the like positions for your hand, like the fingerings, are different. So the tuba is just shaped differently and starts like the size bigger than a baritone or euphonium, because those are 2 different things.
So what is a baritone then?
A baritone is like, I'm bad at explaining it, but it's like slightly smaller and it has like a brighter tone, more like a trumpet. So it's more of, it just has a different sound, like the tubing's shaped differently.
Does it look the same then?
It looks similar, but the tubing's like the same size instead of gradually getting bigger for most of it. And that's how trumpets are, and that's why trumpets have like a brighter sound.
So like in terms of like, it goes like tuba, euphonium, baritone, trumpet?
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm sorry, other way around.
Well,
Tuba, baritone, euphonium, baritone, trumpet.
Yes, kind of. But like size-wise, basically.
Now, when you were playing the euphonium, it's not as big as a tuba, so how do you have to hold it to play it correctly?
So like tubas sit on like the chair, like so you just place it on your chair and then you hold it. like the euphonium you literally have to hold up. So like you're holding up in a tiny tuba for like the whole band rehearsal. So like like long band rehearsals are kind of rough. But you have to like, there's two types. Sometimes you use the valves here, but the one I have you use in here. Tubas usually point the opposite direction. So mine points, like the bell points this way, but tubas usually point that way. And your arm usually goes around the other way.
Oh, okay.
But they do make weird baritones where your arm goes around the other way and it points that way. I've used one. But those are like the really old ones. They don't really make it like that anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you have to hold the thing, I'm sure you're getting very strong through this.
Yes, most definitely.
Now with this concert tomorrow, you said that you've had this for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But not the weekends.
We have it during the weekdays, so yeah.
What does your average day at this look like? Like, what is your schedule?
We show up at 8. We usually do like a 20-minute warm-up. And then we rehearse the pieces until like 10. And then we have like a break. And then we have like an hour-long sectional. And then we just rehearse the pieces more. And some days we've like talked with the composers and like had like time to work on like different techniques. So like we'll have like a half an hour technique class, I guess you could call it, where we work on like breathing and like maybe like reading complicated rhythms or something.
So for those who don't know, what is a sectional?
Oh, a sectional is where you're with just not the same instruments as you, but like we don't have a lot of the same instruments. So in my case, I'm with the trombones and the tuba. But in most cases, it's like all the trumpets together working on things specifically that are hard in the trumpet part or something like that.
And now, if you have an answer to this, which of these parts of your day do you find most useful in terms of learning and growing as a player?
I think the sectionals help me the most because the sectional leaders have been like studying, like there's like a person who's been studying tuba and euphonium his whole life, so his advice is very specific. And so I think that's going to help my technique, but also just being in the big band and like learning new things and being with these really amazing players is going to help me in like future bands.
Do you have any other people playing the euphonium with you?
So we haven't had one, but apparently the rumor is that there's going to be someone who just graduated college to play euphonium with me during the concert, so I'm not all alone.
Oh, good. You got back.
That's the rumor. I still haven't seen this person.
Okay. Hopefully they know. They graduated college?
Yes, so they like just graduated, and you can do this band camp from like going into your sophomore year all the way through when you're in college.
Oh, nice.
So like there's just like people who are like 15 all the way up to like people in their 20s.
Oh, nice.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I would be intimidated.
Yeah, it's mostly people in high school. Like a lot of the people in college stopped doing it.
So with this, how many pieces are you playing for this concert?
I think 4 or 5, but one of the pieces has 3 movements. So it's going to be a good concert. Like,
Describe movement.
A movement is like different sections of a piece. So like usually the movements are like different. So it's all part of one like big whole of a piece, but each movement has like a different part.
Is there any song that you particularly really like and are excited to play?
I definitely have ones I like better than others. There's this one with a really pretty baritone solo or euphonium solo that I really like.
Well, now that we know that the baritone's something different, you have to say euphonium now.
I know.
You'd be lying.
But yeah, it's a very cool piece.
Has this been, phrasing this carefully, has this been an experience that you will value later on?
Yes, I definitely think it was worth doing because it's just such a really good experience to be in a band with such good players. And just, I don't know, you're held to a higher standard when there's no one else to hide behind, since this is a very like one person to one part thing. So like if you're doing it wrong, there's no one else doing it with you. So you have to fix it. It like puts all the accountability on you to get better. Which I think is very helpful.
Yes, yeah, that sounds like it's a, yeah, I've been trying to keep up to date with how everything's going over there, and it definitely sounds quite complicated. But from what I hear, it's definitely sounding like it's worth the rigor.
Yes. It's definitely like forcing me to get better. Like you don't really have a choice because no one's gonna hide your mistakes. So.
Right. Now, is there anything? Would you want to be doing like so? You said this is available from now until you're in college. Would you want to do this again next year if you have the time?
Maybe. I think it's something that would be worth doing again.
Now, to wrap up this section of your time here, what do you think is the most valuable thing you've learned from this ensemble?
I think one of the most valuable things I learned is just like confidence in my playing, because this has really forced me like to use like a ton of air all the time and always play like you're like the most important thing. Like even if you're not the most important thing, you're still playing quietly like you're the most important thing, and I think that's been like a very important thing to work on.
Yeah, I think confidence in what you're doing is required in music. You have to be loud. We talked about it with Peyton. You have to push it, like, and with acting, when you're doing a play, you have to project. Like, being loud is something that is very much required in music to give it the passion that it needs. And I'm very excited to hear you play tomorrow. And I'm very excited to hear this new euphonium player. I have to now think about it and everything. But we're going to transition to our game, but our game requires a bit of setting up, so we'll be right back. So she is listening to Billy Joel, my favorite artist. Actually she has it off right now. But so what the game is basically there's a series of phrases or words or sentences that we're going to each take turns saying, and the other person who is trying to read the other person's lips has music on so they can't hear what I'm saying. So I'll be saying them to you and the audience, but they won't know what I'm saying. They'll have to try and read my lips. And actually, no, give me that because you're going first.
Oh. Wait, am I reading these? Am I reading these?
Just draw one off the top.
Oh, okay. You know what these are, so it's not. Oh. You know these, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you ready? No new taxes.
What?
No new taxes.
Jack.
No new taxes.
You are nice.
Should I try again? No new taxes. You literally did.
One more time.
You wrote these. You should know this.
You are stupid?
I'm not that mean. No new taxes.
I'm not that mean.
Well, I just said that.
Am I right?
Well, that's what I just...
Did I get it?
That's what I said, but I was reading this.
Oh, no, I did it wrong. Oh, whatever. No new taxes.
You wrote that.
I know I wrote all of these. I just forget them because I'm listening to my favorite artist.
Is it my turn? Are
You said
are
no
we
new
doing-
taxes?
Yeah.
Dang it. Did anyone else get that reference? No one got that reference? I know you. I explained it to you last night.
You didn't have to explain it to me.
George H.W. Bush. Read my lips. No new taxes.
I remember that now.
Okay.
I mean, I was also like 12 when that happened. But you should also pretend this game's like telephone. Don't say anything else other than the line.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big issue.
I forgot about that.
But
Well,
you did get one right.
I did. I count that as 1 point.
Well, I didn't know when we were stopping because I said it. Then
Oh, just keep saying it until I get it right. I know. I get 3 attempts to get it right.
Oh, we have 3 attempts. Okay.
Yes, it says it on the card. I'll pick a different song.
I'm sorry I didn't read thoroughly enough.
Well, your fault. Okay.
I already apologized.
I should hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, this is gonna annoy you.
Um,
No, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, go. Okay.
what are you doing?
Playing a song. Okay.
I can't think.
I know. Oh, this is good. Bosse School of Music. Bosse School of Music.
I have no idea.
Let's just go with the first one. School.
No.
Just try and just try and make sense of whatever. Just say whatever comes to mind. You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah. School.
Something school?
Yeah. Of.
I don't know. Something with a B.
Mm-hmm. Of. All right. Music.
Oh, whatchamacallit, Bosse School of Music.
Yeah.
Oh. I saw a B and I'm like, is it your turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Piano Man.
Baby.
Piano Man.
Say it again.
Piano Man.
Piano Man.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like you have an unfair advantage. You get to pick the music and you wrote the cards.
I don't remember actually these though.
I
I just said baby. I'm like, what?
think I should pick your music to make this more fair.
No, that's too light.
I mean, it's fine.
Nope. Ooh. I wait for it to pick up. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I am stupid. I. All right. Am.
I have no clue what you just said.
Let's go with the last word. Stupid.
It sounds like you're saying stupid.
Mm-hmm. So I.
I heard. The sound.
I.
I
Am.
am.
Stupid.
Stu-
No, you're not. That's so mean. Why would you say that about yourself? Oh, that's too mean. That's not. No, you're not stupid. You're very smart. Oh,
You're so mean.
That's. Well, you're being mean to yourself. Don't say that. That's just not true. Okay, you can choose.
I'm gonna be really mean now.
Well, it's got to be loud enough so I can't hear through it.
Oh, I have the perfect song. I'm not holding back.
If it's, I'm not listening to rap. It's not happening.
I'm doing it. You deserve it.
No, I would be able to hear through it. One.
No, you won't.
Oh no.
Stop making excuses.
Ain't no crime. Already hate it.
Okay.
Oh no! No! You're torturing me.
I know, that's the point. Okay.
Just so everyone knows, I love Elon Musk, and this song just hates on Elon Musk, and she's torturing me.
Well, you made me call myself. Oops. I just hit the microphone.
I did.
You made me call myself stupid.
That's
so.
fair.
Okay.
I gotta turn it up. Hold on.
You
Okay.
have to open your eyes to this. Daybreak starring Nicholas Sadowski.
What?
Daybreak starring Nicholas Sadowski.
Ham. This is so distracting.
I can hear it. Okay. Daybreak starring Nicholas Sadowski.
Debate with ham.
Daybreak, starring.
Wait, say the first word again.
Daybreak.
Daybreak? Daybreak, starring Nicholas Sadowski.
Yep.
Boom. That's embarrassing. It's my show.
You wrote these.
I don't remember them. I
know.
wrote them at like 12:30 last night, and I just went to bed immediately after almost starting a fire. I have to tell you about that story, actually. I am so annoyed that you chose this song.
I should just start singing.
No! Let's see. I need to do a country song now. Oh, I'm doing country. I can hear it through the headphones.
I know, it's so loud.
Oh, Boston. You guys can decide this one. More Than a Feeling, Peace of Mind, Foreplay Long Time, or Rock and Roll Band.
No, it's not foreplay because that's not loud enough. It's gotta be.
Rock and Roll Band?
Foreplay's definitely loud enough.
Well, at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's all loud enough. The headphones. I'll put drum headphones on it then.
So Foreplay Long
Rock
Time?
and roll band then.
Okay. Put it on.
I'm going to. It's so loud.
I'll turn it down. Just another band out of Boston. Yeah. Oh, this will make up for it. I am extremely amazing. All right. I am
am
extremely. We got a close up on her face. All right. Amazing.
me.
Amazing.
Happy.
No. Amazing. Amazing.
Open.
You are not open, no. Amazing.
I am.
Amazing.
Is this like a song?
No. Well, that's a song, but not this.
I am.
Amazing.
No. Are you saying Hamilton?
No. You're not Hamilton. No. I think I was like- one more time. I
I
am
am.
extremely
I don't know.
amazing.
I thought you said Hamilton. I'm like, I am Alexander Hamilton?
I should have done that. Ah, that's a missed opportunity. How much time do we have?
Probably a little bit now.
How much time have we been doing this?
I think almost 30 minutes now in total
Well, the game.
with the game too. I think we started at 1:05. It's 1:33 now.
Okay, you make one up. This will be the last one. You make one up without any cards. There's no more cards.
Oh, no.
So make one up.
You're putting me under pressure.
Well, now I really don't know what it is. And I'll make one
I
up
don't
for you.
like this much pressure. It's
Oh, wait.
fine. You can just keep the music.
I love this song anyways.
I need to think of something good. Ooh, I know. I don't know.
I'm dumb.
No. I don't know. I
No, 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 wait. The song ended. Okay.
Did you hear it? I don't know.
I like dogs.
No. I don't know.
I don't.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. I think of something. Oh, I'm gonna beat I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna do Nick is awesome.
My ear doesn't have it on
Oh.
yet. No, it wasn't on my ear yet.
Oh, dang it. Ah. I'll do Faith is awesome then. Faith.
Faith?
Yeah. Change it. What do you like? Oh, likes
Is?
Alexander Hamilton. Faith
Faith?
likes.
Is?
Nope. Likes. Likes.
This?
No. Likes. Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton. Oh, I just you. This is really funny because she thought of it earlier. Alexander Hamilton.
Are you saying Hamilton?
Yeah. All right. So, Faith.
Alexander Hamilton?
Yeah. Hold on. Faith likes Alexander Hamilton.
Something Alexander Hamilton?
So close. Faith
Faith?
likes
Oh, likes?
Alexander Hamilton.
Was that it?
Yes.
It took me a second.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I think the music helped. I did this once before and it just was okay. Oh boy. By the way, you're not stupid. Just to let you know.
Oh, okay. It was unclear.
And I think it's funny that I was going to make it up to you with this, but then you couldn't guess it. And so then I had to say, which means that I'm extremely amazing, which I am, but you know.
It's funnier this way.
It is funnier this way. All right. Man, I've gone way overboard. It's been definitely a pleasure to have you on. And if anyone did not get the no new taxes, I'll be very disappointed because I thought it was really funny when they made that joke. But did you get that?
Yeah.
Dang it! Did no one understand that joke?
I did because you explained it to me
I know I
before.
explained it to
That was the
you.
right generation, too.
I'm not as funny as I think I am. Okay. Thank you for coming on, and
Anytime.
I'd love to do this again sometime. But yeah.
Cool.
All right. So.